Hello everyone and welcome to the very first game of the 22-23 season of the Mason Comets versus Beavercreek. My name is Luke Thomas and I'm joined here tonight by my good friend Lucas Kleinmeyer. How you doing tonight, Lucas?
Luke, I'm doing amazing, man. This is a really special moment for me and you personally to be able to do this game before me and you head off into our separate ways at college. And I'm really excited for this Comets team for this next year. Last year they had a great year, as you know, former two-year varsity player Luke. I'm really excited for this year, and it should be a good opening game against this Beavercreek team.
Yeah, I'm very excited because most of these guys were on the team last year, and they're definitely going to be missing some people. For instance, Adamino, such a fun player to watch and to play with. They're going to be missing him this whole season, but it's almost like they got enough depth in their team to fill his, his absence. But I think they're going to have a phenomenal season.
Yeah, last year, Luke, you're part of that Comets team. They won 13 wins, 3 losses, and 3 ties, and they won the GMC for a 4th straight year, completing that 4-peat. They did not allow a goal in 9 games, which set a team record. Scored 45 goals in total and only allowed 9 goals. Unfortunately, the season did come to an end against St. X in the regional semis. That 2-1 loss. And for the starting lineup tonight, LT, what we got here is a very different one. Zach Cochran, Yusuf Matik, Jacob, 3 center backs. A strong back line. Luke, what do you like about this lineup?
I like how different it is from what Bear did last year. Putting 3 in the back, especially I love Jacob Evans back there. He's such a fun player to watch, and he's not afraid to get it down and make the smart move and get the tackle in, and then also putting in the sophomore first-year starter, Alex Guerin. I talked to Bear about him, and Bear says he just loves him. He has tons of grit, and he loves how he plays.
Yeah, Brian Gorski's definitely looking to play a more significant role this year than last year. Luke Brogan, more of an attacking role as well. So is Eric Winterhalter, who started center back with Ben. Now he's playing striker.
So is Grady Johnson, too. It's almost like the back line flipped to offense. Eric Winterhalter, Luke Brogan, and Grady Johnson were all on the defensive line last year. Again, more play of they're more diverse. They play both defensive and attacking, but they're both phenomenal. And like you said, Brian Gorski, he has a lot to live up to this season. Bear has a lot of trust in him, but I think he'll fulfill. As Beavercreek will start off with the first kick of the season.
Beavercreek, Luke Thomas has Max Albrecht. Senior midfielder. Looks like they get the season kicked off for both Mason and Beavercreek.
Taking a look back at Beavercreek's season last year, they finished 15-5-3 in the regular season, went 5-2 in their division. And quick start.
Wow.
Immediately a quick start, and the fans are a little unhappy about that one. A little bit of a questionable tackle. Great, from Mason perspective, great tackle.
I wish we had a VAR video replay on that one to see if Grady looked like he might have gotten a little bit.
Looking at Coach Bear's face, it was almost like a whew.
Speaking of position changes, Luke, Yusuf Matik, more of a box-to-box midfielder, number 6, playing one of those 3 center back roles. Another big interesting play as Mason. A little bit of a shaky start here.
Yusuf, he's such a diverse player, and he's so good and so calm on the ball. Another player that comes to mind is the freshman on varsity, Shunya, this year.
Yeah, definitely a freshman, Shunya Kashawakura. A freshman taking number 3, taking it from Haruto.
But yeah, like I was saying, I can't wait for him to check in the game hopefully later and to show just how comfortable and how good he is on the ball.
It looks like, Grady Johnson's going to be occupying that left mid, maybe kind of left wing back type role. Same thing with Dean Monroe using his speed. Dean's a really good pressing forward. As you can tell, Luke, probably firsthand from him practice and training. Dean's a very good forward without the ball. Uses press.
As Brian Gorski takes it down, Luke Brogan settles it. Alex Guerin finds Gorski out wide, who plays Dean Monroe through, and Dean gets a beautiful save.
It's a great save. That was Cole Roberts, senior goalkeeper for the Beavers.
Very excellent build-up play from both teams so far. Both could, honestly, it could only be it could be a 1-1 game right now.
Kellen Wren on the ball builder. Kevin Wren, winner last year and won nationals with Cincinnati United Premier this spring. Mason's got a national champion. Kellen definitely looking for a breakout year as well, similar to Brian Gorski, both juniors.
Brian Gorski tries to shake him. He does successfully. Gets around him. Finds the feet of Guerin. Cleared out from the back, right back. As it will go out for a common throw-in. Brogan plays it in. Misses the defender. Brian Gorski's got a shot, and right to the hands of keeper.
A good look there for the Comets. Kind of a weird play. Kind of fell right to number 18, Mr. Brian Gorski, and put that shot right to Roberts. He had to make a couple saves early on. Been a kind of a fast start here. Only 4 minutes into this game. Will Weddingle is the only really returning defender that you would say will consistently play center back from last year. Jacob Evans from JV Green last year, probably going to play a pretty big role. Another junior as well. Bear loves his grit, his leadership. They provides on and off the field.
Yeah, beautiful ball from Luke Brogan. I wouldn't be surprised if Jake, his senior year, was a captain, to be honest. He's got the perfect qualities for it. As Guerin picks it off here, he takes it down. Finds the... That's another player to look out for right there, number 4, Charlie Carpenter, who just recently committed to Wright State, so that'll be someone to keep your eyes on. As the ball rolls out of bounds for, I believe, a corner kick for Beavercreek.
Yeah, Carpenter committed to Wright State University, was able to break up that play, and been a very back and forth game for 5 minutes in, and Beavercreek has an opportunity here from this corner kick.
As Beavercreek kicks it in, falls right into the middle. Eric Quintoroto clears the ball, top of the box. A little bit of shoving, but
Nice
Gorski finds his way on his
really good
stretch.
strength there from Gorski.
There goes Luke Brogan with his speed. Grady falling in from behind.
Oh, good ball.
Beautiful ball. Grady to the left side of the box. Nice cross.
Oh.
Falls to Wren. He'll have a hit.
Ooh.
Sails a little bit over.
Yeah, definitely like that look, LT, from Kellen Wren. One touch, try to tee that one up. Just smack that one over the bar.
That's something that the Comets are going to really find strength in this year is their turn and go with the speed that they have is unbelievable. As Will Weddingale finds it in the back, plays it long. As a senior midfielder will steal it off, plays it wide.
Yeah, it's one of the captains, John Sutton.
Here's our Wright State player, plays it out wide.
Yeah, definitely looks really shifty. First time seeing him up close in person. Definitely a sheep, probably box-to-box midfielder. Looks like he's playing one of the number 8s or dual 6s.
As Wren looks long to find Brogan. He gets there. Doesn't have much support in the box right now, loses the ball.
Yeah, very interesting seeing Brogan in this position. He's been a left back or right back his past 2 years on varsity. Now up at striker, or one of those 2 strikers. He's been running hard early in this game.
Well, I mean, it's smart of Bear to put someone like Brogan up top. I mean, with the speed that he has. As it will be a free kick for Mason.
Yeah, Alex Guerin getting the start.
Only as a sophomore, too.
Only as a sophomore.
First year in
yeah.
varsity. As Wren plays it just a little bit long for keeper Cole Roberts to find him. As Beavercreek will take it out from the back. Beavercreek looks comfortable with the ball as Mason applies hard pressure on him.
Good win there by Weddingle.
But Weddingale's being 6'8" wins the ball.
Another great ball by Johnson. Deflected crotches rolled right to Roberts.
As ball is played long right over the head of Johnson. As Yusuf picks it off, back to Cochran, who plays it just a little bit out of bounds. As Wren picks it off, here comes Gorski taking it down the line. He's got options in the middle, but sadly picked off. Brogan finds himself with the ball at midfield, plays it through to Johnson. Loses it at the top. Here comes another race.
Ooh, dodgy pass. And Zach's got to get back in goal. When Comets are very fortunately there, then it'll wind up being worse. Zach Cochran's third year as varsity goalkeeper. Didn't get much help there from Yusuf on that wonky pass, but Comets have a chance to attack now.
Johnson finds Quintoroto on the line, lets it roll, plays it through, gets picked off before it finds the feet of Brogan. Ski fights for it, gets a little scrappy. As John comes out with it, gets fouled. As there will be a Beavercreek free kick.
Yeah, that was John Sutton on that foul. Guerin, only a sophomore, but he is very tough, and like you said, Bear loves his grit, the aggressiveness, the way he likes to play.
As the ball is out wide, plays it down the line, goes out of bounds for a Beavercreek throw-in.
Haven't seen a lot of Tyler Araujo or Max Albrecht. Luke so far. Charlie Carpenter has definitely made his impact on this game, but Comets have dodged a couple of sloppiness out of the back for sure early on in the game, and what we saw there from Yusuf and Zach.
Johnson takes it down the line, beats him with his speed. That's something he does, but sadly loses it with too big of a touch.
That's something Johnson has that everyone else on the field really doesn't have, is his burst. His burst is speed.
Brogan fights for it, ends up in his hands, right back to Johnson. He plays it down line. Brogan lets it roll. He's taking him on.
Good cut. Oh.
Beautiful skill move there from Brogan.
Yeah, a little bit more of embellishment there from Brogan. It might be called a PK. Brogan as well, though, is staying on his feet, and he's been everywhere for Mason this game.
Mason just right now kind of just kicking it right to the hands of Cole Roberts. You just got to think they got to find that corner soon enough. Johnson picks up the ball on the line. He looks long to no one home.
Yeah.
As Carpenter finds wide to Josiah Rodriguez. And Wren will pick it back up. Fouled by Carpenter.
Yeah, a big name that Beavercreek definitely lost from last year is definitely Isaiah Rodriguez. Also played for Cincinnati United Premier on a senior striker.
Wren takes it down the line. Finds Winteralter. Takes a touch in the middle. He still has it. He might get a shot off.
Still has it. He's looking to unload, but it's good defense there from Beavercreek. That was Joey Gallagher and Brendan Goodman.
As Gorski hits it back in. Cleared out by Sudin. John finds feet to Johnson, who plays it long to Evans. He hasn't had much action yet today. Who finds it long, beautiful ball all the way back to Johnson. He'll try to take him one. Finds Gorski, poked away. Believe that'll be a corner kick. Comments.
First corner kick of the season for Mason. Kellen Wren took these last year, pretty much most of the time for Mason. Looks like he'll take these again. No subs so far for the Comets, but got Adamir and Varov and Shunya. The freshman working at Adamir was on green last year. Probably projected to start probably coming into the year, getting the number 9 jersey.
Gorski gets a crock in. Oy! Very unlucky. Just left wide open.
Probably expected that ball to come to him, and if he did, probably put a little more power on that header, but good luck there for the Comets.
You can only imagine how many goals that you think Weddingale will get with his head this year. With
the
height that he has.
Well, he had from, 3 from the PK spot last year?
Something close to that. Poked loose. Finds the feet of Wren. They're on the attack. Finds Weddingale. He's through.
Good ball.
Finds Winterhalter. Oh! Beautiful defense. So unlucky there from Winterhalter. Excellent ball there from Kellen Wren.
So Gorski wanted a corner kick out of that one. Just rolls out for a goal kick. Winterhalter just missed the target there. Inside of his foot. It'll be very interesting to see who Baird turns to at striker. It looks like it is probably going to be Eric and Brogan. You know, we had the man to the left of me, Luke Thomas, last year. We had Pichot, Damji. So it's very interested to see who takes over at that reign right up top. Looks like a 2-4 system the way Baird wants to go.
Brogan drops it back to Guerin. Guerin plays over the top. Beautiful ball to Winterhalter. He brings it down. Hits it wide.
Oh.
Keeps going. Right to the hand of Roberts. Winterhalter's a little frustrated.
That's 2 really good looks there, LT from Winterhalter, and you just like to get that shot off earlier.
Beautiful ball though from the sophomore Alex Guerin. I mean, I think that's
a very good ball.
I think that's just kind of stuff that coach is looking for in his midfield. I mean, Kellen does a fantastic job of just finding someone that you don't think would be the open man, but always does.
Yeah, Albrecht's loose touch there went out for a Comet throw-in.
Winterhalter's on the break. He goes down. He takes on one. Gets picked off by the back line. Finds Alex Guerin, who tries to play wide but is cleared by Ryan McClure, a junior defender.
It all started from that loose touch from Albrecht. LT that went out for that throw-in, and been very sloppy tonight. Last year, he had 12 goals and 4 assists as a junior.
Yeah, it's just been a little sloppy from both teams to start, but it is the start of the season, you know, so teams are still getting figured out.
Yeah, Mason doesn't have another, technically a game till August 27th when they go at Moeller.
Both teams actually next game is Moeller, I believe. Beavercreek plays Moeller.
They play Moeller sometime in the schedule, but definitely not.
As it goes out for, I believe, a Mason corner kick.
Corner kick. Johnson done really good with his speed there.
As Adamir and Shunya will check into the game for the first time of their varsity career. Again, Shunya is a player I was talking about earlier to you. He's so exciting to watch, and as only a freshman, he looks so comfortable with the ball. And although he's not the biggest guy, he makes his presence known on the field. As the ball gets kicked in, Guerin kicks it out wide for throw-in Beavercreek. As Carpenter will kick it out of bounds for a Comets throw-in, as the 2 subs will make their appearance in the game.
Mason, looks like Guerin will exit. And it looks like Jacob Evans will exit as well. Probably looks like Ray Johnson probably going to go to that one of those 3 center backs. You know, knowing Coach Sperry is very versatile, likes to play with players in a lot of different positions.
And like we said earlier, Johnson's one of those 3 players that we talked about. Johnson, Weddingale and Brogan, who are all very who play offense and defense, and it looks like Johnson will be heading back to that defensive position.
I can't express, though, like we talked about earlier, how much they're going to miss Adam E. now. He's so important for this team, and probably going to miss him for pretty much the majority of the season. It's very likely. Maybe come postseason time and be back healthy, but especially in this midfield, he's so key to this Comets team.
As the ball plays over top, it'll find the feet of Tyler Ajuo. He kicks it out, but Cochran will take it quick. He goes wide to Dean Monroe. Monroe finds it. Finds Shunya, who quickly finds Brogan. Back to Monroe. Beautiful ball movement by the Comets. Monroe will sadly find no one.
Looks like you're going to use Adamir more as a left mid, left wing back, kind of like Johnson was doing. It's kind of interesting because he's more of a number 9 or can kind of play as that number 10 almost.
Beautiful pressure from Wren as finds Gorski as he tries to beat Carpenter, which he does, but is picked off in the end by Joey Gallagher.
Despite all that, discomfort Mason had in the back line early on, Beavercreek still hasn't managed to get a shot on goal. Haven't really tested Cochran yet. Been kind of self-inflicted errors.
As Gorski will try to play it in, will get blocked.
Mason's got to be careful. This can be a good counterattack.
As Beavercreek comes on the break. Low Megan, and now we got 2v1, which he's through. Offsides.
Oh.
Just barely.
And Mason definitely got away with him.
As Connor Matthews would have been, the senior would have been on the break there. Just inches, I think that was off. Just inches. Me personally, I didn't think that was off, but obviously the ref has the better view here.
Yeah, Albrecht, like we talked about, he 12 goals, 4 assists last year as a junior. He's really quiet. Got that pass just too late for Matthews.
As Brogan tries to find Gorski. Carpenter does nice with it, loses it, and gets fouled by Shunya.
Looks like Mason looking to make another substitution here. Someone very close to the person to the left of me, Ryan Thomas. Makes his varsity debut officially. Did come in last year in the playoff game on a swing.
Yeah, Thomas going in the game right now. Words can say I'm beyond proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of him.
Good to say.
He's come a long way. He started a game last year, so we got to be in the game at the same time at one point, which was really cool.
Always special, man. Always.
Yeah. I think if he gets his head right and his mentality right, he's gonna have a really good 2 years.
Looks like he'll take that right wing back spot almost as he came in for Dean Monroe.
This ball finds Carpenter, who stumbles a little. Finds it out wide to OHSAA Rodriguez. Rodriguez will take it down.
Very technical, OHSAA Rodriguez. Oh, good tackle by Wren.
Brogan will pick it off. Stays strong. He goes wide. Over the top. A little too far. The Comets will pressure. Thomas, there goes.
Good job by Archie applying some pressure. Fresh legs into the game.
I think that's something just a little too soft there. He was looking for the through ball. Yusuf does nicely to clear it. A little over top. Almost found Luke Brogan's feet.
That's a sophomore, Carson McGovern. Would have chest that down. Good defense there by Weddingale.
Beautiful tackle by Weddingale. Called a foul.
Interesting. It looks like he get oh.
Weddingale.
That's the color we're going to see here.
Looks like the ref thought about it, and he will do.
Wow.
Weddingale gets a card for that tackle.
At first look, looks like he got the ball.
Coaches seem a little unhappy about that. That is a very questionable call.
It looked like from our angle up here that he got the ball. So Mason's got to make a substitution here.
So Weddingale will come out of the game. I mean, Weddingale has made that call. Weddingale has made that tackle many times in his season.
So Casey Westring is going to come into this game, varsity debut as well. JV Green last year, backup goalie on JV Green. But he is originally a field player, though, center back, too. have to replace Will here for a moment time.
As I believe.
This is very dangerous too, Luke, because this is a set piece.
Connor Matthews will take the kick. He floats it in. Finds the feet of Rodriguez in the back. Wren clears it. Top of the box. Handball. Comets can take a little breath after that one. I think that's one of the closest chances that Beavercreek has had as they'll play it short. As Winterhalter gets
like
moved back to center back.
Center back.
As Adamir will play striker now.
It's very fun, Luke, to watch Mason over these years call these games. It's also really fun to figure out which players playing what position throughout the game. But it's very cool because all these players are so versatile, so talented, and it keeps your opponent guessing.
As a coach, that's got to be one of the scariest things to look at because it's so unpredictable.
Good there from Adamir, using his physicality.
As the ball will be thrown in by Joey Gallagher. Finds feet of Sudin, who finds Gorski. Adamir is sticked. And Beavercreek is on a break. Finds Rodriguez, who's on. Winterhalter does beautifully to stop that. Rodriguez keeps it. He's still dancing.
I believe that's actually Tyler Araujo. Good defense there for the Comets, though. Good win once again from Shunya.
Beautiful move from Thomas. Shunya does well to hold off. He's fouled by Carpenter. Again, not a person with a lot of strength out there, but someone with a ton of IQ.
And he's so technical, too. I mean, there's fourth ever Mason player to make varsity as a freshman, along with Calvin Reynolds, who's on the field right now, Alan Kapik, who's only here for 1 year, and Gabe Marlowe. So they don't come.
As Demon Rowe check back into the game for Brian Gorski.
Yeah, I definitely like what I saw from Gorski so far in this first half. LT, very physical, made his presence known, even if it ended up fouling the guy. Had one good opportunity early on. Just was able to put that one in the back of the net.
I mean, he does everything right. He has the speed, he has the move. It's just the shot is going right to the keeper. If he finds a corner and just passes it right in, I believe he could get possibly to this game. Like I said, he's doing everything right. He's just got to really hammer down the last step. As Beavercreek will keep it in. Goes top of the box. Cleared out. Touched wide. Still dancing with it. Foul. Believe no call. Carpenter. Back out of Sudin. Dean Monroe clears it. Finds Luke Brogan. Play on. Threw a ball to Adamir. Cleared out of the way.
That one looked more like a foul to me, LT, than Will Weddingall's yellow card. You know, Mason did really well there on that break. Just about 15 minutes left in this first half, 0-0 between these two sides.
As Thomas battles him, he forces him back. I think that's what Mason is really focusing on this year is pressure, really forcing the opponent to go back because Mason has tons of speed this season that they can capitalize on, like Luke Brogan is a main force. Brogan was almost free there. A little too hard of a push.
That being said, Luke, I definitely do say I think Mason has been the better team this first half, despite a little sloppiness from the back. And they've had some shots on goal. I think, you see some little first game rust. I think you see it every year. All it takes is one special moment.
As it flicked off the head of Johnson, which will go for a corner kick for Beavercreek. I believe that is Connor Matthews, the senior, who will be taking the kick.
Connor Matthews, the kick.
Yeah, Weddingall's not in there, Luke, so Mason's got to make sure they mark up. Looks like they're crowding Cochran.
As Matthew plays it in, top of the box, no one there, finds Thomas, who looks up for Brogan. Just finds him short. Ball's thrown in the Westering. He takes a touch forward. Plays it up to Brogan. Finds Shunya, who takes it up. Beats one, but loses to the second. Johnson brings it down. Plays it calmly back to Yusuf, who plays it to Ren. Stumbles with it a little bit, but keeps his cool. No pressure really from Beavercreek right now. Yusuf having time to find Shunya wide open in the middle. Who plays a beautiful ball. He just a little too hard.
Really good there from Cole Roberts to come off his line.
Yeah, Cochran does that a lot too. He comes off his line. He's not afraid to be outside of his box and be confident.
And Will's definitely going to have to be careful here as he looks to come back into this game.
As Goodman will lose it going out of bounds. As Thomas will throw the ball in as there's a sub. Weddingale's checking back into the game for Ren. And Yusuf will move up to that midfield position. God, there's just so many players that could play so many different positions.
And Yusuf Matik, I would say probably his best position is that midfield role where he is wearing the number 10 shirt that Gage Foster wore last year. So, but if you can play in a back three, that's just better for the Comets because they're so versatile.
But he definitely fills in that midfield role, or that center back role, which Luke Brogan finds it on top from Adamir. He takes on one. He keeps going. Beautiful cutback. He still has it. Finds Yusuf at the top. He can get a shot. Blocked off. Excellent work from Luke Brogan.
Yeah, that's good work there for the Comets.
Weddingale's first touchback in the game is out of bounds. As Monroe fights for it, Johnson picks it off, though. He takes it down line, pokes it past one.
It's well there to use his speed.
I believe that is Rodriguez throwing the ball in. As Beavercreek will make a sub. Nathan Borowski will check in for Dawson R. Borowski is a junior who is also checking in for another junior. Something that Beavercreek has is they're not all seniors, so next year they'll be fine when they because they got so many juniors on this team and they play such a comfortable role on it.
Yep, Gorski just checked in for Johnson.
Johnson had a phenomenal half.
For sure. 10 minutes left, still 0-0.
Thomas with the beautiful fake. Finds Shunya in the middle. He turns beautifully. Plays to Adamir, who crosses off to Yusuf. Just short to find Brogan twice.
Yeah, maybe he could have took a touch there. All good read by Thomas.
Thomas picks it off. He's got time, but not a lot. Still with it. Cleared out the back. Shunya picks it up. As Western closes off behind, Beavercreek will get a chance to hold the ball.
Yeah, Albrecht's definitely number 8 for Beavercreek. Definitely got a lot more touches, as we've seen, a lot more cleaner. Mason definitely has to watch out for a good ball from Gorski.
As Thomas loses it out wide and deflection out for a Beavercreek throw-in. As it looks, Johnson will already be checking back into the game.
Along as Kellen ran as well for this Comets team. Beavercreek still haven't posed a shot on goal.
As Johnson will check out Ryan Thomas and Ren will check out Adamir. Dean will move, Monroe, will move over to the striker spot. As Yusuf will fight for it, he wins it. As Brogan is struggling to get the ball today in the second half. As Carpenter rocking a new jersey this season. Beautiful new jerseys.
Yeah, really nice. Seems they got some new numbers on this jersey. Got to see the last names on the back of them, which is really cool for these players. I'm sure you would like to have that last year, LT.
Would have been cool. No, but those are really nice. I'm glad they get to wear them this year. As Gorski fights for it, he does nice. He wins it, finds Brogan out wide. Beautiful ball to Wren, but just gets picked off by Beavercreek. And saves it from a corner kick to do a throw-in.
Yeah, Carson McGovern's done really well, especially for a sophomore. He's been electric.
As Joseph Crowe check into the game for Yusuf Matik.
How about that? Joseph Crowe lost most of his last year's first varsity season due to injury.
Yeah, Joe is also one of those players who's almost like Kellen Wren. He's so quick, he's so fast and strong, and his IQ of the game is beautiful, and he's such a fantastic player. And I hope he stays out of that injury zone, because if he does, then he's gonna be a phenomenal player. As Wren hits it back in one time, finds Brogan for Joe to get his first touch of the season. Westring will look wide for Johnson. Touch back to Shunya, back to Westring. Beautiful ball movement by the Comets, something that Bear loves to do.
I'm really impressed by Shunya, LT. That's such a good movement for a freshman, such confidence.
Again, he looks like he's been here before, being his first game. Gorski looks to find Wren, just finds past him. But like I was saying, Shunya he looks like he's been here before, and he looks comfortable, and I think by his senior year he will be a very special player.
Just about 6 minutes before halftime. See if the Comets here can get a break this deadlock.
As Roberts will comfortably pick that one up. Roberts takes his time. Monroe will put pressure on it, but will send it long right over the head of Quintoroto. But he clears it long. Carpenter does nice with it.
Ooh.
Wren with a beautiful strong tackle. Johnson will take it wide. We'll find Brogan. Beautiful one-time. Gorski's through.
Just go. He's got to go to the hole there. Just go straight to the goal. Oh, good tackle.
Was a little hesitant, I think, what he wanted to do. I think at first he wanted to find Monroe through, but lost it underneath his feet, so coach just told him go.
I mean, you have to also think Gorski came in as a midfielder too. When he first started out as varsity, he's more of a box-to-box midfielder attacking mid. Now, playing striker for a club at Ohio Elite, and now looking to play a striker more of attacking mid here at varsity. So he's still learning to get those last final steps, those last couple, final additions to his game down. Looks like Michael looks to crowd the keeper.
He as Will stands tall over him.
Ooh. Yeah, that one just went over. Tyler Rojo just coming back into this game.
As just 4 minutes remain left in this first half, Roberts plays it short. Still 0-0 here on the first day of the opening season, as Joseph Crowe picks it up, finds Monroe, who finds Gorski, who just is a little short. I believe that'll be Beavercreek throw-in.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Beavercreek throw-in deep in their own end, so the Comets look to keep him in here.
Brogan will flick it in. Finds Gorski, who finds Crowe again. As ref will call a foul. Not too sure who on.
Might have been a foul, probably might have came from an offside position, not
Possibly.
quite sure. Once again, we do not unfortunately have replays up here, so can't get that look.
As the kick is taken. Carpenter finds it. He plays it wide. He is such... Carpenter is almost like their middleman. He just finds... He's not really taking the shots, but he's finding the right pass. As Monroe will do beautifully with
good
it.
Strength. Able to earn a corner kick out of that one. That's great strength there from D. Monroe.
Wren will take the corner kick. Now in these corner kicks, I think we're both thinking the same thing. You want to find a certain player. You want to find either Johnson or Weddingale.
Grady Johnson has probably the highest vertical of anyone on the field, so definitely has to be one of those main target man. Beavercreek just seemed to look to catch Mason on the break. Not a loose toucher from Albrecht. Yeah, I would say definitely Beavercreek hasn't built anything from midfield. All their good opportunities have been through sloppiness. Mason self-inflicted mistakes or just from breakaways. It hasn't been anything breaking Mason down at all, because Mason's definitely been the better team this first half.
Beavercreek is definitely having their moment as Dean Monroe finds his way through. He plays it, who is deflected off for another corner kick. But as I was saying, Beavercreek, they get the build-up play all the way up to the final push, the final third. They're not really finding the last guy, and when they do, it's a little too late. It's just been a little sloppy from him in the first half. I imagine coach is already knowing what he wants to say for halftime as he finds Monroe, who just goes to the hands of Roberts. As Beavercreek will play along, try to catch Mason off guard. As Shinya does nice to make a defensive block. As we got 1 minute left in the first half. Again, still score is 0-0 with 4 shots on goals from the Comets and 0 shots on goal from Beavercreek. As Crowe will pick it up, who finds Johnson but loses it. Finds the feet of Shunya. 30 seconds left in the half. A battle. Beavercreek wins it. He's still going. Finds the top of the box, but just poked out wide.
Looks like they'll probably do it. As that was number 3. That was Nate Borowski. Just try to flick that one over, flicked it out, and that'll be it for this first half. So far, LT, definitely a more dominant performance for the Comets than Beavercreek. But a little sloppiness from both teams, and both teams probably got to clean that up at halftime.
As the final score of the halftime is Comet 0, Beavercreek 0. Lucas, has been a fun first half, but we'll be back for the second.
And we're back here for the second half here at Mason Multi-Purpose Field. Mason 0, Beavercreek 0. A scoreless first half. LT, what were your overall thoughts on that first half?
I think Mason was definitely the more dominant team in that first half. Beavercreek was just a little sloppy. Definitely to start out the game, they got a little more comfortable towards the second half of the first. But Mason was definitely the better team, I believe, and had better chances, except those chances were kind of just directly at the goal. They weren't anything crazy or where Roberts or Cochran has had to make a beautiful save tonight. There's really been none of that. It's kind of been an even game, but I would say Comets are definitely the more dominant team to start off.
Yeah, Mason rolling out the same lineup as they did to start the first half, except you said Matique more of a midfield role presence. It looks like Ray Johnson's more of a center back.
But like I was saying, though, Beavercreek is not a team that you can sleep on. Given the chance, they'll counter and they'll put one in the back of the net.
There. That's better.
Goes out for a goal kick, so it looks like Roberts will put this one back in play. As Johnson misjudges that one. When he goes, gonna have to be careful. He is on a yellow card. Gotta be careful with this challenge. It's a very questionable yellow card, in our opinions.
Which, like I said, I was down there at halftime talking to some of the coaches, and apparently Coach Gary's got video on it, but he still believes it's no foul, but you can't change the rules.
Gorski just couldn't quite bring that one down.
Oh yeah, free pizza.
Good move there. That was Rajo. As Garen able to break this one up, and Garen's gonna drive. Brogan just gonna find the ball there, and looks like Mason's just a little out of sync. Chemistry will build over time.
Brogan struggling a little bit today to get the ball to his feet, and not particularly his fault. Like you were saying, though, it's kind of just more of a chemistry part, but it's a new team, a ton of new players, and especially new positions. So everyone's still getting used to it, as there'll be a hold-up foul there on the senior Connor Matthews.
Here's Kellen Wren. Just trying to play that last-ditch pass, and Garen trying to find Gorski. Just pass is just way off for this Comets team.
Again, chemistry, I think, will be something the Comets really need to focus on this season. Just knowing where everyone's going to be, because like I said, if there's so many fast players and talented players on this team, if everyone can know where they're going to be and where they're going to play the ball, then they're going to be such a fantastic team.
It is week one. Both these teams did lose to St. X last year in the playoffs. Mason Regional Semis, Beavercreek lost in the district final in a PK shootout.
Speaking of St. X, Beavercreek just tied St. X the other week in a scrimmage. They're coming off a tie of 2-2 against them, while Mason is coming off a loss to Oakwood 2-1. Wasn't Mason's best performance, but it's better to get the loss out of the way now than in the season.
Headed him, Gorski trying to keep that one in play. So going to be a Beavercreek throw-in. As Garen getting up there, getting physical. How about Johnson there, using his body. Gonna play this one. Here's Rodriguez with a forward. Yeah, both teams just really sloppy is probably the story to put it between these games. As Johnson will wait to throw this one in. 5 minutes been played in this first half. Got about 34 minutes for both these teams. The final winner is Guerin does well to check into that space. All right, he's going to drive. Here's Guerin. So with the ball, Alex Guerin. He's got to be able to release the player sooner. Here's Kellen Wren. So a foul is called on Beavercreek. Looks like Mason's going to turn this into a set piece opportunity. This Kellen Wren from way far out. Good ball. Oh, and a foul called on Weddingill as Monroe had an opportunity to get that shot off.
Again, though, the Comets, looking for that 6'5" presence. Weddingill, I mean, he's someone that they should always look for with, his big body. It's not like he can't miss him. But if he gets really good with his head, I believe he'll do really well in the season and score a ton of goals.
That pass there from Araujo was blocked initially. Both teams very sloppy starting out this first half as Gorski trying to find Winterhalter. Here's Kellen Wren able to bring it down. Here's Winterhalter and cleared away by McGovern. There's Evans. Sprays it wide to Monroe. Good ball, Guerin off the chest. And
he does well to bring that down.
He did really well to bring that one down. Able to earn a throw in.
I mean, for the first game of the season, Comets are, I know we talked about the chemistry part, but Comets are already looking a lot more.
Brogan does well to win that. Here's Yusuf Matik. She's that one. It's blocked by McGovern. And then once again cleared away.
Comets are looking a lot more in sync with each other and finding the right ball.
Ooh, Guerin does really well there to go up that 1v1 challenge with Nate Borowski, someone that's probably a foot taller than him. Will be Beavercreek ball. Winning goal and use of double teaming Albrecht there. Oh, nice nutmeg there, Araujo. I believe that was on Matik.
Again, Evans, like we said in the beginning of the game, he is not afraid to
Good
get
ball. Gotta find Winterhalter. He's gonna chip it, and it's in. First goal of the Comets season. Eric Winterhalter makes it 1-0 Mason.
Beautiful goal from Eric. Beautiful goal from Winterhalter. Chips it right over the top. I didn't see who played that final ball in, though.
It was a fantastic ball. Didn't quite see who put that one over, but it was a ball from a long way out, and very smart there from Winterhalter LT to just lob that over the keeper. Center back last year, turn striker, gets his first of the season, and the Comets are off and running in 2022.
Beautiful goal. I mean, that's just such a smart thing to do as a striker. You don't need to power it in or do anything fancy, dribble around. Just nice little tap over the keeper, and it's a nice goal. Great first goal of the season for the Comets. Also, Eric Winterhalter, brother of Adam Winterhalter, who graduated 2 years ago. He played midfielder, and I believe Eric is wearing his number. Shunya checks in the game for Yusuf Matik. Beautiful move around Brian Gorski.
Nice there from Shunya.
Carpenter sticks with it.
Red State Committee does really well there. It looks like Beavercreek is going to turn this into another set piece opportunity from way far out. Connor Matthews going to take this one. Looking to get their first shot on goal of the entire game. Matthews, oh, that's a fantastic ball. Wedding goal. Heads it backwards. And here's Albrecht.
Whew.
And Monroe there just late leg there. A drilling leg to catch Albrecht there. And Wedding goal almost punted that over the building we have here close by Mason Field. Was a fantastic ball from Matthews initially, LT, but now this is definitely from a much more promising position. As it's going to be Matthews once again. A fantastic ball. And on the one-time hit, Albrecht still keeps it, and it cleared away by Monroe. That's great defending there. Sutton was the one that put that shot initially back in.
Winterhalter with pressure. Pressure's high. Him and Brogan are such a good duo up top. Shinya with a beautiful stick. He travels with it. Gets stick from behind. Gorski goes quick.
That's very good there from Gorski. As now it just goes over into the hands of Cole Roberts. Beavercreek looks like they came alive a little more intensity in their attack.
Bear a little upset there with Gorski's decision. Right idea, just poor execution. Shinya will pick it off.
Good steal there, Shinya. There's Gorski. There's Kellen Wren. So shifty, Kellen Wren. And one too many dribbles. So he'll lose that one. That's good there from Dean.
Excellent work there from Garen. That's what Bear loves to see. Coach Barry loves to see that. He loves to see the grit.
Beavercreek keeps trying to play this long ball, T, and hasn't really worked out for them as it falls right into the feet of Zach Cochran. We haven't said much of. It's Cochran. We'll pump this one up, and it's going to go out. And Garrett Zabov, first-year assistant coach, is giving some hard instructions, former Mason alumni. So got a couple new changes coming into this game here pretty soon. We got Zayd Ahmad, JV Green senior, number 7 box-back midfielder. And we got Marcus Neto. JV Green swing, Marcus Neto.
Neto played in the JV Green game earlier today. Scored both goals in their 2-0 victory, and Bear thought he'd reward him.
Yeah, he's looked really good past scrimmages we've seen, especially.
So Neto will be the second freshman on the field for the Comets. That's something you do not see. 2 freshmen on the field at the same time. That's pretty impressive for this freshman class coming in.
Foul was called. Connor Matthews once again is going to turn this into a set-piece opportunity from pretty much midfield.
As a coach, you got to almost have a relief knowing that you have 2 freshmen on the field as a varsity.
Once again heads that one back, and offside flag is up.
You got 2 freshmen on the field as varsity. That's got to give you a little relief for the future.
And, you know, Neto probably is going to be a swing for majority of the season, but like you said, Luke, 2 freshmen on the field, that means your program's got a really bright future. And Shunya's already making an amazing presence already, playing a lot of minutes in these games, and he's looked really well in this game.
I really do believe by Shunya's senior year, he will be a very special player.
Number 7, Zayd Ahmad.
As Zayd Ahmad will check in for his first varsity. Checks out Guerin, and Dean Monroe will check out of the game. And then Neto, number 14, the freshman, will check into the game for the first time.
Looks like Winterhalter and Neto will play at striker, or looks like Winterhalter or Brogan might go out to one of the right wing backs.
Looks like they have Neto as the striker, Brogan at right, and Winterhalter at left. I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen Neto play yet, so I'm very excited.
He's looked dangerous, and we'll get to see him here. Here's
He gets
Neto.
his first touches.
His first touches on varsity. Trying to relieve Brogan there. And a good ball as Willingo's going to have to clear this one out. And he does just that. Oh, and Willingo's got to be really careful here. He is on a yellow. As that was Matthews. as Bear immediately signals Ryan Thomas over to the touchline to maybe come in for Will. We'll see as Beavercreek has an opportunity here. Araujo takes that cross. That was a dangerous one. Just too much power on that.
Johnson's got to be a little careful. Ref is not afraid to get out cards today, as Thomas will check in for Gorski, I believe.
And RT's going to come in, like you said, LT, for Gorski. Making Brogan do a lot of positional changing, a lot of running, a lot of jogging across the field.
He's definitely going to be one of the most fit players of in the whole GMC.
Mason looking to play along Winterhalter. Trying to track this one down, cleared. Carpenter. Big touch. Nice little move. McGovern. We're going to find Carpenter again. Shouldering off Ren, just clears that one out.
Long ball played over to Winterhalter. The only goal scorer of the night so far.
Good clearance. Yeah, Mason's done really well of containing Carpenter. Beavercreek's doing a lot of just missed passes and clearances. As it goes out once again.
As I believe Johnson will be taking this throw in, and he has a cannon of an arm. So when a player like Johnson throws it in, you want to get right in the box.
Gets a good ball in. Ito Wenigo goes down! And a foul, looks like a push-off. And Wenigo almost had his second goal on the opening day of the season in back-to-back years. But it's called off.
I'm getting word that that was possibly a handball instead of a foul. Little far from what we can see, but unlucky from the Comets. Again, it's coming for them.
Yep.
As we said earlier, the Comets are definitely the more dominant team. As Beavercreek definitely has been way better in the second half than I believe in the first half.
Yeah, definitely. They just still haven't got that shot on goal yet, but had a lot of dangerous opportunities from crosses.
But Beavercreek is a team where if you let up on them, they will put it in the back of the net. They have the players to do it, so it's not something that you can take lightly.
Looks like the ref's going to make him replay this foul, as it wasn't from the spot quite wanted it to be. Ooh, Brogan almost won that header. Here's Winterhalter. Here's Neto. Deflected off. Here's Kellerman. Good touch inside. Oh, and unlucky deflection. Couldn't keep that tag alive. Here's Ryan Thomas. To find Evans. Here's Edaman. Couldn't find RT there. Evans keeps it alive.
A little bit of sloppy play right here from both teams. Thomas just makes a little error.
Yeah, unlucky touch there from RT.
Just a play that you need to shake off. You know, you need to, in Ted Lasso's words, 10-second memory and keep moving forward.
It's a great quote.
As ball will be thrown in by Thomas here. Over the top to Matique. Reflects right in the hands of Carpenter, who's been doing well all game. A little sloppy here and there. Finds Brogan over the top.
Ooh, missed clearance from McGovern. Looks like Coach Bear wanted a handball on that call.
Great ball. Thomas does well to defend it. Says strong.
Yeah, good there from RT. So Adamir's going to probably check back into this game first time. The second half. Oh, good there. Here's Neto. Going to play Winterhalter through, but here's Ahmad. And Zayd Ahmad. Good touch. Going to play this crossed in. It's going to fall to Matiko and just blasted that over.
Very well from Zayd. I think going into the season, his role was a little questionable to see what he would do, but I think he has proven more than useful to be on this team. I mean, he impressed me a lot in the preseason games, and just plays like there. I think he has what a lot of players on this team have is grit, and Bear loves that.
Winterhalter's going to go all the way back to center back as Adamir comes back in. And Winterhalter and Johnson a little sloppy as it falls to Beavercreek. Beavercreek wanted a foul. As Winnegold had this one away.
Winnegold with a beautiful ball to Brogan, who finds the feet of Zayd, who
Ahmad. Here's Matik. Oh, good ball. Trying to find RT and just missing that final pass. As Winnegold's look to probably cross this one. And he does. Ooh.
maybe tried to catch the keeper off his line there a little bit.
So one-on-one now with Winterhalter and R. And Winterhalter does really well there on his own.
That ball is gone.
Ball all the way to the tennis courts, LT.
A lucky fan will be going home with the ball tonight.
I say you go down there, run and get that ball.
I actually lost a ball in the tennis courts the other day.
It's like Garen. Will be coming in shortly. Shunya comes out. Matik exits back in. Here's Adamir. Getting held. And it looks like they want a foul right away on Yusuf. They're very questionable calls in this game.
Very inconsistent, to say the least.
Yeah, very inconsistent, which is the worst thing you want if you're a referee. You know, you might not agree with every call, but you want to at least be consistent. And Beavercreek still looking at that first shot on goal with just about 18 minutes left. Mason up by 1.
Mason also really playing that defensive role right now. No one up top right now.
As this ball is going to be lofted in, it's headed up. Neto. And it clears Adamir. Touch from Adamir and just got released. Here's Roberts. Negative touch as Mason's got them pinned back in. Here's Rodriguez. Long ball. Easy pickings there from Ahmad. Garen and Gorski come in for Matik and Ryan Thomas.
I think Yusuf is feeling that shot he hit over the bar. I mean, it was a good look and a good opportunity. I'm sure he'll be thinking about that one for the rest of the day, but he'll have more opportunities to come throughout the season. Beautiful header from Brogan. Beautiful ball from Adamir. He might get there.
Ooh, and Brogan looks just stumbled just a little bit there. And Neto looking to pressure.
Something that Adamir specials in is his passing. His passing is phenomenal.
Garrett could have picked that pass off. Oh, good win by Alex Garen. How about that from the sophomore?
Again, that's what Bear loves is grit. Something that Bear would tell us last year is that if you lose the ball, you better be the first one to go and try to get the ball back because you earn respect, and it's just what you want to see, and that is what you want to see right there. You don't want to turn the ball over and put your head down, get right back into the game.
It's good there from Winnegold. On that clearance, here's Wren. Just too many dribbles. And a loose pass is not a really good ball at all, to be honest with you, from John Sutton.
Beautiful skill from Weddingale.
He's broken. Rodriguez is on him hard. Here's Johnson. Puts it back to Red. Got to find Adamir there in that pocket of space.
Trying to find that Gorski out on the wing there. Just a little slow to get to him. I think Comets need to look for that more diagonal ball. I know Bear screams about it a lot, so.
Gorski trying to just keep that one in play. It was going to bring that one down just cleanly. LT got about 15 minutes left. What do Comets need to do here to make sure they hold this lead? Is it get that second goal?
I think it's just kind of more of a thing where it's like if the goal happens, great, but you don't need it. You know, it would be great to get another, but it's not something you need. Just play with each other. We're not down. There's no need to rush. There's no need to force a pass. You know, keep looking for that extra pass, and the goal will come. I mean, you see and again when we talked about earlier, making that diagonal ball from our center backs. You know they can do it. They can play the long ball over top. I mean, that's how we got the goal. Eric Winterhalter's goal, and just calm, cool, and collected. He chips it right over the top.
Adamir going to pressure. Govern. And Beavercreek probably just going to keep trying to play the long ball game. As Mason trying to high press. It's a good turn out there by Sutton. And Sutton's going to drive. Able to play this one. Battelle, can he get on the end on this one? And he can. It's going to be a corner. And Mason players saying, should have been a goal kick. Didn't quite see the deflection there. Maybe hit off of Will's knee. As this one swung in from Beavercreek, it's too much power. Johnson trying to try to keep this one in play. He does. And just trying to find Adamir. Ball through, trying to find Battelle. Battelle's looking kind of electric down this left-hand side. Gorski. Finds Zaid.
Just a little too wide.
Nice touch there from Albrecht. Here's Brogan. Able to find Wren. And Neto, he's off the freshman. Can get a touch, and he does, and a good save by Roberts, who came off his line. What a big moment that would have been for the freshman.
What a moment that would have been. As the freshman Shunya checks into the game again, and as Neto will check out of the game, I'm sure he'll be thinking about that one. But again, as a coach, you see that happen. Give him a couple weeks, and that's a goal.
Very good stuff there from the freshman. As another freshman on the ball, Shunya couldn't quite control that one. Garen does well. Here's Monroe trying to get a touch. McGovern, good move.
McGovern losing to Dean with the grit.
Good from Dean. Here's Kellen Wren.
Sir says
Here's
play on.
A shot deflected. Still alive. I thought I heard a whistle.
I would take the whistle on that one, sir.
And Shunya. Look at that. 3 Beavercreek players, and he's still keeping the ball. How about that from the freshman? Yeah, that one's just going to be pumped out by Garen. As Mason definitely very aggressive and physical this game. Something that Bear's going to love to see. Beavercreek trying to build out of their own end. Albrecht, Grady Johnson came far up for that one. Shunya couldn't misplay that. Beavercreek trying to hit on the counter. Here to find Albrecht. Can he get a touch? As Winterhalter's going to have to defend. Albrecht able to win that one from Gorski, but a foul's going to be called on Winterhalter. Not sure about that one. Late whistle.
This is not a spot you want to be if you're a Common right now. Beavercreek, they could really capitalize off of this.
All their danger, Luke, has definitely been these set pieces. It hasn't been anything else, to be honest.
Again, still 10 minutes left in the second half, and still not a shot on goal. Cochran has not been really forced to make any good saves yet, or any saves, matter of fact, to be honest. But could really capitalize off something here.
Adamir, number 3, jostling there, top of the box. Couple of pushing and shoving. As this was going to be on goal. And that could have been disastrous for the Comets, as that was Albrecht who got a touch.
Best chance of the night easily for Beavercreek. I mean, that's just something that's going to haunt you at the end of the day. I mean, that was a beautiful,
by far
beautiful free kick, perfectly placed. I mean, it's hard to hit it off the half volley from that angle.
Yep. As Westring comes right in for Adamir. Well, 2 hands in the back, but Brogan is going to run this one down, pick it off, and just too big of a touch. As Garano. Ooh. And Carpenter called for that foul. A little extra shoulder in that challenge. Winterhalter likes to play this short to Shunya. Fine Westring.
His touch is a little heavy on that one. Plays it hard to Kellens, excuse me. He does well to handle it.
Oh, good win there by Weddingle.
Beautiful work.
Beavercreek definitely look a little more dangerous. Luke, see if they can build anything off of that last chance. As there's no midfield right now for Beavercreek, as Kellen looking to play the home run ball. As Shunya and Monroe not on the same page.
Beautiful turn.
That's a great turn there by Patel. As Sutton able to find Carpenter there. Just trying to play the long ball. As now that cross is going to go out as
corner kick.
It looks going to be deflected out off of Johnson.
I mean, this is Mason's holding their breath a little bit right now. I think Beavercreek definitely has a little more momentum as of the moment. But again, it's the same game. It's the same game they've been playing all day.
Got 7:30 left on the clock, 7 minutes 30 seconds for the Comets to hold on to this 1-goal lead or get that second goal to ice the game and kill it. So far, Eric Winterhalter's goal is the difference. As this one's a great ball swung in and on top of the net. Cochran hasn't had too much to do today. Almost had that one redirected in. Not been called upon to make any spectacular saves to open up his senior season. As Gorski, this ball's going to find the Wren.
Ran a little uncertain there.
A Beavercreek substitution before this ball will be thrown in. And it looks like the ref's going to come over, talk to the parent section, I'm assuming.
That or the coach. I believe the coach. I believe the coach had some
Yeah, I
words to say.
Good ball defined. Matthews in the middle. Once again, it's going to be cleared out for Beavercreek throwing. Got just about 6:15 left on the clock as this is a loose touch to find Kellen Wren. Here's Kellen. Has an open side, and West Stringers just don't let this one go out. Here's Wren. Instead able to find Matthews instead of Brogan, but a great tackle by Johnson.
Wren looking maybe do a little too much on the field right now, I think. Coach Bear's just kind of trying to tell him to keep it simple. You know, we're up. We don't need to do anything spectacular.
It's a good touch there from Matthews. Here's Kellen. Find the
Beautiful
ball.
ball.
Gorski, a flag goes up. Nice little 1-2s from Beavercreek, and a win goal eventually clears it away. If anything comes, Luke, a second goal or
This might be
might be from across in the box.
Might
it
be.
looks like.
excellent
Yusuf,
work.
It's a great tackle. Mason definitely getting stuck in here.
I think this is what Bear's looking for too. This high pressure. Although they're winning, they're giving that high pressure, not letting them get anywhere near the box.
With the car at the north end of the stadium, please turn your lights off.
Someone's car lights are on. The PA announcer tells them to turn them off. 4 minutes left. McClure drives, and Wendigo clears that one away. There's another dangerous opportunity here from the Beavercreek Beavers. This thrown as Adamir looks to come in. So is Jacob Evans, who's been out for a little bit to finish off this game. Carpenter able to work around Matique. Looks like they're calling a foul on the Comets. Looks like they're calling a foul on Yusuf Matique on Carpenter. Rev was signaling he pulled his shoulder, but they kind of a soft foul to give. And this is a dangerous free kick Beavercreek has had all half.
And you know how well Beavercreek does with with their set pieces. This could easily be a goal-scoring opportunity for them.
It's been what's kept their offense the most dangerous this whole game. As here's Matthews. A very close line to Cochran. Matthews, a great ball. A great win for the Comets as that was a fantastic ball delivered. McClure cleared away by Guerin. What a defensive stance there for the Comets.
It's a very good ball there by Matthews.
As Kellen Wren took this one, Brogan. Good tackle there by Matthews. Able to find Araujo. Araujo, a Carpenter. Carpenter. What a dangerous pass across the box, Albrecht. Not on the same page. That was a great pass.
Adamir and Evans will check in the game. Evans will check in for Westring. Adamir will check in for Monroe. Evans is definitely the player you want in the game right now for this final stretch, for this final 2 minutes and 30 seconds that we have left here in the second half.
This looks like they're telling Brogan.
I believe he's played all 90.
So maybe a back five now for the Comets. Maybe Evans goes into one of the center backs. Here's Adamir. Ooh, good touch from Adamir, and just couldn't keep that one in play. Oh.
Thought he'd sneak away with that one. Beautiful from Garen. Garen's just a great player.
Garen's definitely been one of my top 3 players of the night. He's got stuck in, and he Barry slinging out to keep the ball. We got 2 minutes left. Comets holding on to this lead. Ooh. Heavy collision. Here's Matik to find Gorski. Can Gorski get on it? Ball put over Johnson. Flicked out. Mason throwing. A minute 15 left in the season opener. Eric Winterhalter's lob over the keeper might be the difference. And Gorski just mistimed that one. Down to a minute, and that's a poor clearance.
1 minute.
And it looks like they're calling a handball, and now maybe one last free kick opportunity.
They've got to go quick. Matthews has been delivering beautiful balls all night long. Let's see if he can do it one last time. Let's give that Beavercreek that final stretch.
Matthews, that's probably the worst one of the night.
Must have jinxed him.
We're going to throw it in quick. This time they're from Sutton. There's Carpenter. Find McClure. Got about 20 seconds left. Cleared out. It's going to be a Beavercreek thrown from far out. We got 17. McClure. Make it down to 12. Goal. Clear this one up. About 7 seconds left, and the Comets from Eric Winterhalter's lob. Able to hold on for 3 points to start of the season and a win. That didn't happen last year. Had a 1-1 tie against Smaller and Bears first game. But Beavercreek Beavers go down to the Comets. Mason 1, Beavercreek 0 off an Eric Winterhalter lob. LT, what were your thoughts on this game?
I think almost the same thoughts I had at halftime. Mason was definitely the more dominant team, but Beavercreek really stepped up their game in the second half. I think Coach probably gave some great tips and advice on it, but it was an although a great opener game, and I'm very excited to see how both teams do this season.
Similar to last season, Mason posing a shutout. They only conceded 9 last year, and look to do the same this year. And LT, from me and from you, this has been a great game. It's been a blast doing all these Mason soccer games for so long, and can't wait to see how Mason do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I got to be able to do one, especially with you.
Yep.
This was so much fun, and I can't wait to watch this season.
Yep. I was used to seeing you on the field, my brother, and I'm glad we got to call this last game.
Mm-hmm.
Mason victorious here on the season opener. Mason 1, Beavercreek Beavers 0. That'll be all.